We're here with Dr. Rob Silverman. We're in his home gym. And Dr. Rob, I want you to talk a little bit about some of the equipment you have here, specifically some of the equipment that someone can put in their own home if they don't have a lot of space and still want to get a good in-home exercise workout.
One of the things that I would recommend, or the first thing I would recommend, is kettlebells. Kettlebells are great because they're space savers. They also incorporate a lot of power, they incorporate good flexibility and good movement. So I'm going to take a kettlebell here. You'll see I'll put it down in the center of my room. You're really only going to need about 2 or 3 square feet. I'm going to have Mimi come in, and she's going to mimic a kettlebell swing. And what's beautiful about the swing is it mimics what we call a hip hinge. It doesn't allow you to bend at your lower back, and that's where you want to be to avoid lower back and build up proper movement. So she's going to show us one kettlebell swing. Fabulous. Now, in the same space, she's now going to practice a squat. A squat is like an everyday movement, sitting up and down out of chairs. She's not going to have to go anywhere. She's still centered, and she's going to do a squat. That's it. So I can put it back, and that was it. You have a multitude of exercises you can do in a short space. There's power involvement, there's good flexibility. Kettlebells are the way to go.
So 2 other things I noticed in the gym. Number 1, if we focus over this way for a little bit, you have some workouts written out. When you're creating your own workout, or for someone who may not be comfortable doing that, what do you suggest that they can do? And I also see you have a clock there. Now I know you do a lot of high intensity interval training. Can you just explain what that is and why that's important for working out and how the clock fits in?
Well, the clock's great because the clock can give you a beeping Tabata sound. So Tabata is something that we strongly recommend for people who want to get in shape and do not have a lot of time to exercise. Tabata is a total of 4 minutes. The research on Tabata is fascinating in that it can elevate your oxygen intake in 4 minutes more than if you stayed on like an elliptical for 1 hour. So Tabata is 8 movements, 20 seconds with 10-second breaks, which total 4 minutes. So when I'm on the road and I don't have a lot of time to exercise and all I have is my hotel room, I'm able to do, say, push-ups for 20 seconds, 10 seconds, and off. So the clock comes in real handy because it guides us through the Tabata when we hear the sound. You also alluded to the rack, I think you said.
Yes, so for someone who maybe has a little bit more space, a larger budget, and is more into weight training, I know you have a rogue rack here. What are some of the things that they can do with this rack?
Well, the rack is great in that it really should be, if you have the space in anyone's what we call armamentarium, in that you can do squats, you can put the weight on your back, you can lift it overhead, you can use the bar on the ground. And again, it's really not all that spacious, yet it can hold up to 500-600 pounds. So if you're looking to put on a little bulk and do some kind of like heavy lifting, the rack and the bar is really all you need.
Now we're in a basement here, but I know for anyone who maybe has a garage or some sort of setup, what floor did you put down in order to be able to do bar movements, some Olympic movements, and not crush the floor beneath you?
This is pretty thick. This is a 1/2 inch. You can go up to or an inch rubber floor. So this way it protects the floor underneath you, the cement. And also if you drop the weights, you're not going to damage anything. In an Olympic lifts, the whole key is you lift it and you drop it. So the rubber floor is great, and quite frankly, in some people's garages, it's a little cool, and it won't resonate the cold as much, so to protect you and insulate you a little better.
Great, and now this rack over here has a lot of gadgets, a lot of things that you can use to prevent injury, to stretch, and also to still get a workout in. Do you want to just pick maybe your 2 favorite items here that you use?
Yeah, what I really like is I like these little bands because the bands are really easy. They're literally $2 and you can do all sorts of different flexibility and resistance. They're great for wrists. They're great if I wrapped it on my foot and wanted to do a little flexibility. In addition, a lot of times you can wrap it around your knees and practice how to squat. So for a small $2 investment, these are fabulous. And actually, I love the jump rope, because it's old school, if you will, but it's really like new school. The jump rope is great because it's a great way to exercise. It's a workout in itself. And quite frankly, if you wanted to do Tabata or wanted to listen to your music, you could jump rope for the next 15 to 20 minutes. And I'm not going to tell you what music I listen to because the camera crew will all start to laugh.
That's it. Everyone has their motivating music. So that's it. Coming here live from Dr. Rob Silverman's home gym. Great tips.
Terrific. And if you see me on Dr. Robert Silverman on Facebook, I will tell you what music I play.